Hey my G's, Drew here. Welcome and welcome back to my channel, Simplicity Healing. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell so we can always stay connected. And yes, I am here with another pick a card reading today. And this pick a card reading is about how do they feel about me in this connection. And of course, I will also have some universal advice and some universal messages, from the universe. And I will also have some love messages for you as well. So, of course, we always have pile 1, which is the honey calcite, pile 2, which is rose quartz, pile 3, which is pink calcite, pile 4, which is lemurian, and pile 5, which is actually ruby. So I'm going to hold it here for a couple seconds. And also, I do individual readings as well, and all the details will actually be in the description box below. So if you do want one, please don't hesitate. And I also want to express too that my pick a card readings, since I am doing multiples, and multiple people will possibly pick the same pal, so I am channeling multiple messages at once. So just take what resonates with you and your situation. And like I said, if you want a more detailed, descriptive message for you and your personal situation, all that information will be in my description box below. Alright, so I'm going to hold it here for a couple seconds. Alright, lovelies. Hey, Pal 1, welcome to your reading. And of course, if you chose the honey or golden calcite, this is your reading. And I'm going to start off with the overall energy of you and your person from my spirit animal deck. So your overall energy is the elephant. And your person's overall energy is the moth. So, you could be either a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, because the elephant is considered as an earth symbol. And, the elephant is basically just, you're very unstoppable, you're wise, you represent immense wisdom and good fortune. And, the elephant destroys any type of obstacles that comes in its way. And the elephant always finds its path. And it's also loving and generous and just very focused on where it's headed, and passionate as well. That's why it has, the ruby in the fire. And then with the moth, your person, the moth is considered as an air sign, and the moth is, well, the air sign is either Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And as always, that doesn't always mean that that is what your sign is. It could just be fluent in your chart, or it could just be, the energy that you guys are producing at this moment in the connection. So, with the moth comes off very impulsive and hasty, very wishful, and sometimes also indecisive. They may feel that the grass is greener on the other side. They tend to go after, new shiny objects, or, they're attracted to new things or new people. And when I say they're very wishful for something more easier and more different, or different. So I'm about to get in with my modern witch tarot, just where how they feel about the connection and you. And then I have basically some clarifiers, or basically where the relationship is headed. So I'm going to lay them down first, just so I could get a good read. So first we have the King of Swords in reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Judgment in reverse. The Swords, the Nine of Swords upright. And Strength. So I do actually reset my cards. I always make sure that they're turned upright every time before I do a read. So if they do come out reverse, I do read reversals. So off the back, I'm seeing that there might not be any communication, or you guys are probably broken up at this moment. And with the King of Swords, by being reversed, the king is truly, just within himself without being reversed. The king is very intelligent. They are the thinker, the logical. They're very honest and open logically in what they speak. But by being reversed, they feel that there isn't any type of leadership taking place or any honesty of communication, with you or the relationship. They may feel stuck or indecisive on you or just where this connection is headed. And with the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight, when it's upright, they're very solid and dependable. But since it's reversed, they feel that you're not willing to give in into the relationship or just give them any attention. Or they could feel as if they just don't want to give you any attention at this moment, because they're probably possibly trying to gather their thoughts on exactly what actually took place in the relationship, so they could be able to make the best judgment for it. And like I said, they're possibly not putting in any effort, or feel as if you're not putting in any effort to make this relationship last. And with the judgment being reversed, they or you are basically troubled about any past actions or anything that actually took place in the relationship. You guys probably, bickered, had an argument, and you guys broken up, and they're very troubled about that. And they could, they're possibly, the choices that they have made that put you guys in this current situation, they're thinking about that at this moment. And I'm seeing that they are doubting the strength of the connection as well, the strength to move forward together. And it could also mean that, you guys, used to be close, but now, they may seem as if you are closed off, and that this relationship is actually turning into a different direction than what they would have hoped for it to. And the Judgment as well can mean that you guys are actually close to, a new shift, a new perspective on what you actually want to do, or what they want to do with the relationship. But with the Nine of Swords here, I don't know if I showed you the Judgment. Yeah, but the Nine of Swords, the nine is basically already, they feel anxious. They feel, their mind is filled with everything that took place and transpired. They can't get you out of their mind. They may be experiencing some deep inner turmoil of what actually took place, or, they feel as if you're very hurt about what happened in the relationship, and it's keeping them up at night just thinking about how they treated you, or what took place, or how you treated them. Like I say, take what resonates with you in your situation. But that's what I'm getting with the Nine of Swords. Their mind is just filled with so much doubt of this relationship, and that, and it can't, I'm just saying, it might not be just you. It could just be how they treated you. It's the reason why they're doubting it so much, because they probably feel as if you're never going to take them back. But with the strength, they may want to express how they feel to you about the relationship or about what took place, but they don't know how you're going to take it, or if you're going to actually be open to them. And they also feel that you are strong, because you are the elephant. You don't allow obstacles to get in your way. And they just like, I done treated this person so wrong, or I done, said some bad things to them, and they still are standing up strong with their head high. And they actually admire that about you. But during this difficult time, it just requires strength as well and willpower. They do see that you do have the willpower to push forward. And, the emotions that you feel are just, so overpowering, or how, they feel is so overpowering that sometimes they just can't seem to control it. And they trying to find the strength in order to push forward from the situation that took place. So I'm about to get into where the relationship is headed so far. So I got the Two of Pentacles. And then I have the Tower. So the Two of Pentacles just means that it could be that they are juggling multiple priorities. So children, work, or, just juggling the fact if they want to stay or leave in this dynamic. They're trying to find some balance, and they also feel as if you are probably trying to figure out if you want to stay or leave from the dynamic as well. Hmm. Yeah, they can't seem to find the balance. And, and with the Tower, the foundations, they are going to crumble because this is a major arcana, is destined to happen. The universe is making this happen for you guys so you can be able to learn from the relationship or the situation, so you can be able to transition and use all the knowledge that you learn from it into either coming together and bettering and creating a healthier relationship, or just future healthier relationships. But yeah, with the Tower, the foundation, that you guys, or they feel as if they put up, are just crashing down. They're not solid. And, it's causing destruction and chaos. And that's why I say you guys may be broken up at the moment. But just know, it's for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And, you just have to look at what's actually going on in your face and utilize that so you can be able to get what you actually deserve. And, just so you could, change your paradigm, change your thinking process. So I'm going to get into some more messages from the universe. So it's no communication, no personal growth, no time outs, and no love partnership. So these all actually came out. You have a lot of reversals. So that's why I say you guys are possibly not together and you guys actually needed to take a time out, or you guys are possibly still having sex and you guys need to step away from the physical and just try to, get back on the emotional and the logical, so you guys can actually create a more healthier relationship. And then I got some more and that's actually from my numerology deck. But yeah, so communication, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lack of communication, a lack of healthy communication, and it's preventing personal growth between the both of you all. And it's not creating the best love partnership that you actually would want. And you guys, like I said, you guys possibly could be having sex and preventing this dynamic from crashing because you guys are holding on. You guys could be a karmic relation, just someone that's actually here to teach you on, what you need to learn. It could be self-love, like, the personal growth. So let me turn this up. So you can have personal growth from what took place. But yeah, I do see that if you guys haven't broken up already, the relationship, it will still continue to transition. But but with the tower too as well, the tower, once it's broken down, you have an opportunity to create a new, a better relationship. So if y'all do decide to get back together, y'all just need to bring those healthier habits, those healthier dynamics into the situation. Learn how to be open and communicate properly and healthy with each other. No cussing each other out, no calling each other's name, no just ignoring. You have to be mature about the situation and come to that person and let them know in the most due diligent way, the most respectful and honorable way, how you truly feel. So, and it's possibly that you guys need to take a time out so you can be able to personally grow within each other. And like I said, if you guys don't get back together, use the information that you've learned on what you are going to accept and what you're not going to accept, so you can be able to create a more healthier relationship or partnership with yourself and others. So I got some of my Moonology deck. So I got, this energy is gaining momentum. A personal issue reaches resolution. Step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, so basically, you guys need to take some time out. And I will never tell you what to do. I will only suggest what to do just from what I'm seeing. Just if you want to make the relationship work, you guys need to take some time to heal and grow and actually use that energy so it can be able to result in a more healthier, bond between the both of you. And step out of your comfort zone. You guys are probably still, if you are, still holding on to each other through a sexual relation, just because of the history that you have with each other, or just texting now and then just to check up because you guys won't let go, so you guys can actually take the time to heal. So yeah, you need to step out of your comfort zone so you can heal and they can heal as well. And I got for my moon, like the universe has your back deck, just some overall advice from the universe. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Yeah, taking the time out, to surrender to the process, because that's what needs to take place. Taking the time out to surrender to the process. Surrender to that you guys need to love yourselves individually, meditate, grow and heal, so you guys can be able to come back together if that's what you want. And then I have one from my Heart Thoughts card deck. I learn something new every day. And that's true. Life is a series of doors closing and opening to new experiences. Sometimes learning experiences and sometimes joyous experiences. It is all part of life, and I am safe. It is only change. And it is. Life is about changing. Life is about growing. Life is about evolving and learning. In most cases, most people just want to get to the end result, but they're actually not taking the time to actually be present and be aware of what's actually going on, so they can be able to receive the best life or accept the best life that they actually desire. So I'm going to pull from my Nebula heart deck that I actually created myself. Just so I could give you guys some love messages on, what they want to say to you. What does proud one person want to say to them? I'm going to let them drop. What does a proud one's person want to say to them? I wanted to come. What does pals one person want to say to me? And, you know, as well with the King of Swords, like I said, they could possibly, because this is they could be probably stubborn, or they probably feel as if you're stubborn. How does Pal 1 feel about this relationship? What do they want to say to Pal 1? What does Pal 1's person want to say to them? I am a pull from this side. What does Pal's one person want to say to them? This wanted to come out. This wanted to come out. I'm going to pull just a couple more. What does Pal one person want to say to them? Ooh. What does Pal's one person want to say to them? Let me get a card. This is you. Alright, I'm going to take those. Alright, so let me see. It says, I can't seem to let you go. I am hurt by someone in the past, and I am scared to let someone in. Yeah, that's why I say you guys possibly need some healing. They need some healing. And that's probably why you guys are probably not together, or it's probably arguments that's taking place, and they can't seem to actually find the words to express to you. Alright, I want to surprise you. Building foundations. Exactly what I said, you know, with, where is it at? The Tower. You know, these foundations are breaking down for a reason. So you guys can be able to heal within, you know, yourself. And so you guys can be able to evolve and have the best relationship possible. I want to work on our connection in relationship. You mean the world to me. I am stuck on my ex. So that could be the reason why you guys actually have broken up, or were arguing. Because where is it at? Yeah, because the Two of Pentacles as well can mean juggling, priorities, juggling, multiple people, businesses, just juggling. But that doesn't always mean that, you know, just take what resonates with you. I have things I need to say. So during this break, this split, or just, you know, they probably do have some things left that they want to say, because they felt as if they wasn't able to express it in the relationship. It says, I should have chosen you. So they could have left you for their ex, or, you know, someone else. It says, I want to take you serious. You will never lose me. Yeah, they're contemplating, they're juggling on, you know, wanting to be with you, wanting to know if they need to stay or if they need to go. Or they feel as if, you know, that's how you feel as well, and it's making them feel like that. And they said it's complicated. So it could be complicated because of the fact that, you know, someone had hurt them in the past before, so it's hard for them to let go of people. They probably have some codependent or attachment issues. But like I said, you guys probably just need to stay away, heal yourself, grow, you know, learn from this situation. And if, you know, the universe bring you guys back, then, you know, it's meant to be. But that's only if that's what you want. Never force it. I'm afraid to trade security and status for true love. So they probably could have left you for, the other person because they were more financially stable, or, they already had or it could just be, it wasn't another person. They're just so fixated on money and in their work that, they decided to choose that over you. It says being vulnerable scares me. So yeah, they are scared because I don't see any, like, no type of love cards or emotion cards here. And that's for the both of you, because this is how they feel about you too, and the connection as well. I don't see any type of emotional cards, cups, or anything. It says, I know we will come together later. So, like I said, you guys could be separated and they just trying to get some things together, overcome this turmoil, overcome the stress, find some strength as well. And they probably feel, like I said, they feel as if they have put you through a lot of turmoil and stress, which caused your foundation to crumble. And they just want to make it better for the both of you. All right, pal one, this is the end of your reading. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And of course, if it does not resonate with you or your situation, don't force it. You can always choose another pal. And thank you. Enjoy your day. Hey, pal 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose the rose quartz, this is your reading. So I'm actually going to start off with my animal spirit deck. And basically, it's just the overall energy of you and your person in the relationship, or just your overall energy. So your overall energy is the cosmic egg. Isn't that a beauty? And then your person's overall energy is the black egg. Isn't that so? Look at that. Gorgeous. All right. So the cosmic egg itself is more of a spirit energy. It's like of every element put together. And then, with the cosmic egg is more of like the yin. So, and then with the black egg is the yang. So you guys could be a twin flame, or just, this person could be a divine counterpart of yours. And, with the cosmic egg is about completion, harmony, infinite within the infinite. It's like the final card in the journey. It's about unfolding of the cosmic consciousness, being more intuitive and aware. And you guys probably possibly created or signed contracts before you guys came here to be together, to learn and grow and heal from past hurt and trauma. So you guys can actually come together as one. But let me not project. But with the black egg, like I said, is the yang. The black egg is like more the masculine, the authentic voice, the truth, the symbolic of balance, the patience. They're very patient. They think before they speak. They, they want to make sure they're very sure of what they want and what they say, so they don't create any, negative connections or anything that they might regret in the future. Yeah, they're very articulate and persistent and precise, as I'll say. So I'm going to get into my Modern Witch Tarot deck. And I actually pulled some, basically where this relationship is headed cards. Let me set this right here. Oh, this pillow keep falling. And then I'm going to start off, like I said, with my Modern Witch Tarot deck of where, how they feel about you in this connection. Alright, so we have the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Magician, and the Four of Pentacles. So with the Three of Pentacles, you know, I'm seeing that they feel that the relationship, or just you're very balanced. You're a person who they can collab with and grow with, even if it's, you know, personal or business wise. And they find you to be, you know, a very beautiful piece of art. They want to, you know, be with you. They want to collab with you. They find you to be, you know, their muse. Like I said, they find that you guys both, you know, work well together, or you're a very good partner. Yeah. And with the Four of Cups, it can be, you know, with the Four of Cups, it can mean that they could have, you know, tried to send out a cup of love, but you know, denied it, or they possibly feel as if you have a lot of options and they don't really know that, you know, you're actually sitting there waiting for them to contact you, because, you know, you're not wanting anyone's cup of love right now. And it could also mean that you know, they probably try to send you an offer, or they want to send you an offer, but they're unsure if you're going to accept it. They want to make sure that they, you know, provide you with the best offer possible. Yeah, like I said, they're probably unsure that you might take it. You won't take it. It could be something that took place in the past as well, the reason why they probably feel as if you won't take the cup. You guys probably could have fell out, or they probably could have said something or did something, you know, that you didn't appreciate. That's probably why, you know, she's sitting there moping as well. And with the Page of Wands, they feel that you're a very free-spirited person. You probably could come off, you know, a bit, because the page itself is like an immature energy, but I say free-spirited. They probably, you know, they find you to be very inspirational to them as well. You inspire them to be you, to be, you know, to be unique, to be themselves. And it can also mean that they want to move forward with you, you know, or with you with a new idea, or, you know, to build a life with you. Because they have so much passion, because wine is passion. And they can find you to be very passionate. And, you know, red as well means passion as well. And with the Seven of Swords, you know, the Seven of Swords, it could mean that, you know, they probably believe that you're keeping secrets from them. Or it can also mean that they might want to tell you how they truly feel. And like I said, they're probably afraid that you won't accept or understand them. But you can see that, you know, she's holding 5 swords and she's left 2. You know, 5 swords is basically trust has been broken, and they want, you know, they want you or they want to apologize about what they've done to you, just so they could find some type of common ground. You know, in the Two of Swords is basically trying to make a logical decision. I don't know if you can see, I'm sorry. Yeah, to make a logical decision so they can be able to, you know, come to you in a more mature way. But yeah, I see that they find this relationship to be very passionate and very, you know, free spirited as well, like I said. And with the Ten of Wands, they could feel as if, you know, the relationship could be a burden on them. And it could just be meaning that, you know, you guys are possibly separated, and you know, they just want to be able to provide you with what you they feel as if you deserve, and they just want to, you know, come to you, but they probably feel as if they're not exactly where they want to be at to provide you with the proper offer. And you know, regardless of what took place, they still want to try to come forward with you. They may feel, you know, like I said, they may feel a little burdened by this connection, you know, but they are, you know, like I said, they're possibly building a foundation so they can come to you with a more solid offer. You know, by being separated, you know, they feel as if it's temporary, and they, you know, they're willing to put in the hard work. They're willing to take the time out to, you know, be, you know, leave you alone now at this moment. So when they do have that solid offer to provide you, that, you know, they know for a fact that you will accept it. But to me, I believe it's a lot of fear within them because they possibly did mistreat you, and they didn't know exactly who you were to them. Because like I said, with the cosmic egg and the black egg, you guys are yin and yang. You guys are divine counterparts. You guys are twin flames. And excuse me, they're finally realizing who you are to them. Yeah, they want to, you know, like I said, put in all that hard work so they can return to you. And then with the magician, the magician is actually ruled by Mercury, so it's an air sign. Isn't she beautiful? Look at that infinite sign right there. You know, she has every quality within her. He or she believes that you have everything that they want, everything, you know, that they need in their life. You have the wands, you have the swords, you have the cups, you have everything that they've been looking for. And they know that. You know, and it's just time, you know, that it's time to turn this dream, this fantasy, because that's what it seems like this relationship's been at. It's just been a fantasy. It's just only been in the 5D, you know, in the spiritual realm. It's time for it to come into 3D, in the physical. And they want to make that happen. And with the Four of Pentacles, you know, you are their precious. They're holding on to you so tight. They don't want to share you with anyone else. You know, even through the suspension, they feel as if you guys are still together. Like you belong to them. So that's what I'm getting with that. So let me pull, where is this connection headed, and how they, you know, feel about you as well in the future. So we have the Empress. Isn't that, she's so beautiful. And we have the Ten of Cups. Look at that. So yeah, like I said, Empress is ruled by Libra. So you could, or your person could be a Libra sign or air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And the Empress means basically they just feel that you are everything to them. You have everything that they want and need. You are the mother. You are the business partner. You are that nurturer. You are the logical. You are everything to them. Empress is love. Empress is, Empress light. Empress is beauty. She's gentle. She's kind. And you are their true love. You shine so bright and you bring so much passion and joy into their world. And you please them in every single way, with all your ecstasy. And that's how they feel about you. She's comfortable. And that's how they want to make you feel. They want to make you comfortable. They want to provide you with everything. And of course, with the Ten of Cups, you are home to them. You are home. They want to create a home with you. And they will, because this is the future. Create a home of, a solid, stable stability, with children. They want to marry you. They want a house with you. If you don't see that, the house, the children, they want to be passionate with you. They want to fill all those cups. And, that's how you make them feel as well. They're putting in that hard work now, even though you guys are possibly separated, but they want to come back to you with an offer, a solid offer. So, what I'm saying, y'all can be able to have this happy ever after, because that's what the Ten of Cups is. Like I said, they want a family with you, house. They want to marry you. This connection is just pure bliss to them. And you bring them wholeness. You bring them completion. You are their yin to their yang, or their yang to their yin. And, they just ready for this to come into alignment so you guys can come into union. So I'm going to get into just some more information from the universe. Financial discipline, compassion, love, follow your dreams. So that could be taking place. Financial discipline is probably why they separated. They was trying to fill their cups up. They was trying to get their finances together. Or they probably, or it's just overall you guys need to, establish a more financial discipline so you guys can be able to create that home and, dynamic that you want. Compassion. You guys possibly need to bring compassion into the relationship, just being more understanding why they left you, or why you, or they need to have more understanding on why you left them. But there is love there. I do see it with the Ten of Cups and the Empress. Love is here. So, but it could mean that you need to provide more love within yourself as well. And follow your dreams. Even through separation, this is the perfect time for you guys to actually build up your foundation, build up your cups, so you guys can be able to come together, as a power couple. Alright, and I got some more from my Moonology deck. Prosperity lies ahead. Expect powerful change. And it says, a time for healing in reverse. Yeah. So it could also mean, prosperity lies ahead. It does, because, that's basically the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is about prosperity and abundance, all your cups being filled. And it is a powerful change that is taking place and will continue to take place in your favor. And for a time of healing to be in reverse, it could mean that, you guys are probably not surrendering to the process. Or it can mean that you guys are in the process of already, being healed, and it's time for you guys to actually to come into union. So if they do reach out to you, offer, and this is the relationship that you actually want, then you need to accept it. You need to, that's only if you want it. You need to push forward with all the information. that, you know, that you learned, you know, and that you heal from. Forgive this person. First and foremost, forgive them so you can be able to transmute that energy, all that low frequency energy into high positive energy, so you guys can be able to flourish and have this relationship. And, you know, with you being the Empress, you know, the Empress don't hold on to hurt. The Empress does not hold on to baggage. The Empress is loving and caring. She flourishes, she shines. She's a goddess. So I got some more information or more advice from the universe. I choose to learn through love. And that's what twin flames are. Twin flames is a person that, you know, teaches you. They're your mirror. You know, you are their reflection and they are your reflection to teach you how to grow and what it is that you need to evolve within yourself. And this is actually from my The Universe Has Your Back deck, if I didn't say that. And this is actually from my Heart's Thought deck. My life is a joy. I go for the joy. Life is here for me to enjoy today. And it is. You know, quit worrying about the past. Quit worrying about what that person did to you or said to you. I mean, doesn't mean that you have to accept it. You know, do what you need to do as the Empress, because the Empress doesn't accept bullshit from anyone. You know, she flourishes. Even though she's beautiful, she knows what she deserves. And you need to continue to show that person what you do deserve. And they feel as if you know what you deserve too. That's possibly why they left. And they're trying to sit there and build up that, you know, their dynamics, build up their foundations so they can be able to provide you with the best offer possible. So I'm actually going to pull from my Nebula Heart deck, my Nebula Love deck that I've created, just so we can get some love messages on what they want to say to you. So what does Pals 2 person want to say to them? Let me just let them drop and then I'm going to read. What does I want to drop? What does Pal 2 person want to say? Okay. What does Pal 2 person want to say to them? Okay. What does Pal 2 person... They got a lot to say. What does Pal 2 person want to say? I'm going to let that drop. I'm going to pull from this side. What does Pal 2 person want to say to them? That was too many. I'm not doing that. What does Pal 2 person want to say to them? I'm going to do it a couple more times and then I'm going to stop. That wanted to fall. That wanted to fall, okay. And these did fall. Alright, let me set this to the side. So what does Pals, they want to say a lot, honey. What, you been cutting them off and ain't been answering? Or they just, well, yeah, they afraid to, you know, speak. That's what it was. It says, I acted like it wasn't a big deal when it broke my heart. Like, they probably was acting out head honcho. Because, you know, the black egg is basically a logical person. They don't really project a lot of emotion. So they could have just, you know, played it off. But, you know, it probably really did break their heart when you left. Or, you know, they left you in order to build up their foundation. It says, I'll leave my marriage for you. And marriage doesn't always have to be, you know, contract marriage in the 3D. It could also mean, you know, just a family dynamic that they have as well. It says, I want you with my entire soul. So they want you, honey. They don't want nobody else. It says, I don't want to hurt you. That's why I backed away. Yeah, this is why they left, because they don't want to hurt you, because it's possibly they needed to do some self-healing within themselves, and they knew that they wasn't ready for you, and they know you deserve the best because you're the empress. Hello. You're the goddess. They know you deserve the best, so that's why they left. It says, I hate waiting just as much as you do. Yeah, that's that anticipation. Where is it at? Yeah, I think it was the Four of Cups. Yeah, the Four of Cups and the Page, you know, as well, charging forward. They want to charge forward, you know, but, you know, they're a little timid. It says, I get lost in your soul. Sexy. Okay. Look at them trying to get deep. It says, I want you to come in my mouth. This was not supposed to be a sex love reading, but this is what they wanted to say. It says, you are a god. Or you could be a goddess as well, because, you know, energy is fluent. It says, I want to hear you moan in my ear. It says, I am afraid of commitment. So that could be the reason why they did back up, or that could have been the secrets that they were holding from you. That, you know, they probably went through some bad breakups in the past, or just didn't have a solid family dynamic that didn't teach them how to show love. And, you know, you came into their world as the empress, you know, with all the love to give. You are love, you know, and they just couldn't handle it. It says, you deserve the world, and I'm going to give it to you. And you do. Building foundations. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They out building foundations for them and you. It says, I like to cook for you. Yeah, they want to cater to you because you are the empress. The empress, let me tell you, the empress right here, she, you know what I'm saying? She's there, and people are waiting to cater to her. She don't go to people. People come to her. Honey. It says, I just want to protect you. So it could be that they wanted to protect you from, you know, their energy, how they feel, you know, or just because they know that they haven't matured or, you know, evolved within their self, and they're still trying to heal. It says, I am working on myself. Exactly what I said. They're working on themselves. It says, I don't want them. And it could be that, you know, like I said, with this situation, it could be like, you see how they're so fixated and focusing on you, and then somebody in the background, they not even paying attention to them. Two. So two, it could be the, you know, the second, or it could be, you know, you two coming together, like, you know, the Two of Cups. You are their divine counterpart, like I said, the twin flame. May. So something in May could have been, like either you guys broke up, is something specific in May that actually transpired. It says, I'm stuck on my ex. So that could be the back and forth, the secrets that they're holding. And it says, I miss your scent. It said, you were the only one there for me, and I know that now. Being vulnerable, being vulnerable scares me. What if I am not good enough for you? So, like I said, I'm sensing insecurity from this person. They don't feel as if they're worthy to be in your presence because, you know, you're the empress. People are intimidated by the empress because they know she deserves a lot. They know that she knows her worth. So it kind of intimidates people. But not understanding that the empress, she wasn't born like that. She raised herself up to become the empress. She took the time out to heal and grow so she can be able to truly know what love is. Wednesday. So something specific on Wednesday might have happened or will happen, or it could have been a Wednesday in May something transpired. You mean the world to me. Oh. I'm only with them because of the children or the child. So that could have been the third party situation, the baby mama or baby daddy or the mother or father of their children, is bickering at them while they trying to build and, work on you, but they right there harassing them about the kids. It says, I'm conflicted inside. So it could just be, just some inner turmoil that's taking place in the dynamic in the relationship, because they know they want to build, they know they want to do this, and it's kind of possibly hard for them to actually heal. And only thing you have to do is continue to be the empress, continue to be you. What I'm saying, if you guys are not, even if you guys are not in communication, continue to be you, continue to grow, continue to evolve, continue to follow your dreams, and everything's going to work out how it needs to, love. So this is the end of our reading, pal 2. And please, thank you for watching. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell if you want to see another video, or if you just want to stay connected with me. And I do personal reading. So if you do want a more in-detail reading, the information will be in the description box below. And of course, always be gentle and patient with you in your journey. All right, love. Enjoy your day. Hey, pal 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose the pink calcite, this is your reading. So I'm going to start off with just some overall energy of you and your person. So you actually have the Phoenix, so beautiful. And we have the Buffalo, but it actually came out in reverse, and I do read reversals. So with the Phoenix is more of the spirit energy. So you are of all elements, excuse me, but the Phoenix as well is a fiery bird of passion. And birds are symbolic of air, so you could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Yeah, so and the Phoenix is symbolic for freedom from suffering and of any type of past karma. It's also symbolic for reincarnation. You transforming yourself and removing anything that is suffering or traumatizing to you from your past. You're leaving it there, and you are becoming more forgiving, and you're letting go of any type of baggage. And with them, usually the Buffalo upright means they're very grounded and heavenly. They're practical and spiritual, a very balanced creature. But by actually being in reverse, they're very restless. They lack, a sense of gratitude of life, and trust as well. They could be, very isolated and cold. So I'm actually going to get into how they feel about, you and just the overall connection. So I actually have somewhere the connection is headed in the near future. And then just the overall energy. So first I have the Five of Pentacles. I have the Three of Cups. I have the Page of Swords. I have the High Priestess. I have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles. So with the Five of Pentacles, I'm feeling as if, they're feeling as if they're left out in the cold. They're feeling left out in the cold. Or it could also mean, they just have a lack mentality due to finances. Because you see the Pentacles right there. They're feeling lack of finances in the relationship. And Or it could also mean that, you feel as if they're lacking finances in order to uphold this relationship. But just take what resonates with you and your connection. And having the lack mentality due to the finances can place a burden on the connection, not knowing if you're going to be with them and continue this dynamic. And it could also mean that you just feel left out in the cold of this relationship. They may feel as if you're, a little to yourself, isolated. And with the Three of Cups can mean there's a call for some type of celebration, or it can mean as if, they probably feel as if that's all you want to do is celebrate with your family and friends and don't spend time with them because, they do feel isolated. Or it could also mean that they possibly think that you are in another dynamic with someone else, because that's what the Three of Cups is symbolic of, a third party situation. And with the Page of Swords, they just want to communicate with you, or they possibly don't have, because the Page is like a immature energy. It's, a person who lacks the ability to communicate in the most, proper way. And they possibly feel as if you just don't know how to communicate with them, or they don't know how to communicate with you. And they just want to be able to take the next steps with you. And like I said, they could feel as if your communication is just a bit immature. You guys probably bicker and argue, or you say slick things and just walk away and never really explain how you truly feel. Or it could also mean that they feel as if you're constantly, consistently asking them questions back and forth, not giving them space to actually be to themselves. And with the High Priestess, they do find you to be very intelligent. They find you to be a very divine feminine, a very knowing woman, a very wise woman. And they could also possibly feel as if, you could be, keeping up with them, constantly keeping up with them, stalking their social medias, or just always asking them questions about where they are or who they're with. And it could be a little stressful for them. That's probably why the Buffalo is in reverse. And it could also mean, with the High Priestess, they do find you to be very nurturing and caring and loving. And it could mean as well that there may be some secrets that they want to discuss with you, but they feel as if, or just basically discuss how they feel inside, but they feel as if you don't truly understand them, or every time they do try to come to you about something, it's always, an immature, or, not really having a compassionate, true understanding of where they're coming from. But with the Ace of Pentacles, they do see that, it's an opportunity to grow with you, to build with you. They do see that with you. It has the potential, this relationship or situation does have the potential for growth. And they do find you to be very abundant. And they do want to make an offer to you of change, and transition. It could be, marriage, any type of finance change or things like that. But, and with the Nine of Pentacles, they do find to be, you to be very satisfying to them. They do find that, they are deeply satisfied with everything that you do have to offer, because you are the High Priestess. They know that you have everything that they ever wished for. It could just be, some internal conflict that's taking place in this dynamic, which is making them feel left out in the cold. And it could be because of finances. Their finances is not exactly where they want it to be at. And they possibly feel like all you want to do is party, or they probably feel as if they're not worthy to be with you because you are the high priestess, and they probably think that you're out, cheating and dealing with other people because they're not financially stable. Yeah, it could mean, you guys probably need some self-love. Some self-love is really needed in this dynamic personally. So you guys can be able to, evolve. Or it could also mean as well that they are out, making a lot of money, and, they're so busy with work that they can't really find the time to be with you and actually enjoy life and create and build the world because, well, just, be out and party with you and be around family and friends, and you just don't seem to understand that he or she can't exactly express that to you because, you already have your mind made up because you feel as if you do know, even though the high priestess does know, but they feel as if you don't truly understand them in a sense. So let me see where this relationship is headed. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. And then we have the King of Cups. So I'm seeing that with the Seven of Pentacles, they possibly could want to take the time out and have a break from the connection. Not saying like you guys separate, or just, just have a break in life and gather, get their finances together. Or they possibly feel as if that's what you want out of the relationship. Money seems to be a major factor in this reading. And, they could possibly feel stuck and not know exactly what to do next. And with the King of Cups, they, they will eventually find balance and restore themselves and their energy. They know that you are their divine counterpart, and they want to make a solid offer to you. Like it could be, just a love token, marriage, kids. They just want to have balance with you, and they trying to balance themselves out. And yeah, they're trying to get their finances together. That's what I'm seeing. It's a lot of finances here. You got the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. And it could just mean that, that's just, they trying to, they trying to build, they trying to become that person that you deserve. Because they know it's some things that, they need to overcome in order to be that balanced king. So I'm going to get into the numerology, my numerology deck, with some more information from the universe. New beginnings. So that's where that Ace of Pentacles is coming in at. Karmic completion. Adventure. Domestic harmony. Yeah. So, like I said, new beginnings are transpiring or will take place in a relationship, or this is how they feel, what's going to transpire. A karmic completion is just meaning that you guys are learning from things, and surrendering to the process and actually growing, and you're completing those karmic situations. And, adventure, that's the same as the, Three of Cups, having taken the time out, being balanced, enjoying life. And the domestic harmony, you guys actually coming together as a power couple, building up your foundations, building everything that you need to build with that, the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is just one pentacle away from the 10 of having exactly everything that they desire. And that could just be, you know, you guys learning and coming together and actually learning how to communicate properly with one another. I'm trying to see if I can see anything else. Yeah, and it can also mean that they probably feel as if you're not looking at the bigger picture of what they're trying to do, you know, to build up the dynamic. And, you know, when you guys discuss it, it's, you know, immature. But like I said, just take what resonates with you. That's all I see with that. I'm not trying to force it. So then I got some cards from my Moonology deck. You're very close to achieving your goal. A fierce climax approaches. Don't let pride get in the way. Yeah. So they could possibly think that you're prideful because, you know, since the High Priestess, you know, the High Priestess is of all knowing. So in a sense, when you feel as if you know everything, you tend not to budge. And, you know, you are very close of, you know, achieving your goal. You are there. You know, they feel as if they're close of achieving the goal in order to provide you with that dynamic that you actually deserve. And, you know, a fiery climax is approaching. It is, you know, these new beginnings, you know, them actually finding balance within themselves, them actually coming to, you know, putting forth that passion, putting forth that action in order to provide you with what you deserve. And then I got a card from my The Universe Has Your Back deck, just some overall advice from the universe. It says, happiness is my birthright. And it's true. Happiness is your birthright. You have the right to be happy within your life, because this is your life. It says, I express myself in positive ways. Everything I do is by choice. I can choose what to say, do, and think. And yes, it is. It is your choice. But you don't want to be the page. You know, the page, like I said, is a very immature energy. It's a very childish, childlike, however you want to look at it, energy, you know, energy when it comes to communicating. You want to express yourself, you know, as if you want to truly be heard. You know, like I said, in a very positive way. So I'm actually going to pull some cards from my Nebula heart deck that I've created. Just some messages on what they want to say to you that they possibly can't say to you. Alright, Pal 3. What does Pal 3 person want to say to them? This actually wanted to fall. What does Pal 3 person want to say to them that they can't? That is way too many. What does Pal 3 person want to say to him? What does Pal 3 person want to say to him? Oh my gosh. Okay. And then they got a lot to say to you. Alright, let me get some more from this side. What does Pal 3 person want to say to me? What does Pal 3 person want to say to them? Alright. this wants to come out too. So I'm going to take these. And of course, if you want a personal reading just for your energy, because these are pick a card readings, so I am channeling multiple people energy at a time. So if you do want a personal reading, all that information will be in the description box below. Alright, so something significant on a Wednesday could have taken place or will taken place. It says, I am afraid of commitment. I was taught tough love. Yeah, that's like the buffalo energy. They don't truly know how to balance out the logic and, you know, the emotional, and they're trying to learn that. And, you know, they will, because the King of Cups is about balance of love and logic. And it says, oh, okay. It says, your love is my medicine for my hatred and anger. So you are their divine counterpart. You provide them with the love that they need. And, you know, in most cases, you guys probably do bump heads as well, because you're probably, you know, tired of them, you know, not talking to you or treating you the way that you deserve to be treated, or just not really understanding where you're coming from because of the lack of proper communication. It says, I still get jealous over you. So, you know, if or not, you guys possibly are not together, and they probably are, you know, like I said, looking at your social media, stalking, seeing what you are doing. And they probably think that you are out, you know, being with other men or other women. It says, I love you, but I don't want to abandon my children. So, like I said as well, that could be the third party situation, you know, their family dynamic. You know, they don't want to feel as if they're not, you know, being a good mother or a good father, you know, to their children, you know, in order to be in a relationship with you. But that's just fair talking. And of course, you know, they wasn't taught how to be gentle and actually go and follow their heart how they need to. Yeah, and it says, I was stupid. I am telling you my secret soon. Will you reject me? I want to hear you moan in my ear. So they do have some sexual energy towards you. It says, you are God. It says, I have cried over you. So something significant in November will happen or has happened, because my readings are timeless. And something significant in May has happened or will happen. It says, you deserve the world and I am going to give it to you. It says, I'm in love with you, but it scares me. Yeah, they're possibly very vulnerable, because, and that's why, you know, they're not balanced. But, you know, eventually they will be. It says, I want a happy family with you. I love it when you're on top of me. I regret hurting you. It says, I don't want them. So it could be that you possibly feel as if that they are in a third party situation, or like I said, it could be due to the children, you know, the family dynamic or anything of that sort. You know, that dynamic, it could be the children, and you probably thinking that, you know, the mother, the father, their children or child, you know, they want to be with them, but they don't. I say, you know, a lot. It says, I have an addiction to drugs or alcohol. So, you know, during this turmoil or whatever the change or whatever has transpired in the relationship, it probably could have placed them where they felt as if they needed to do drugs like weed or whatever drug that they are doing, and alcohol, just to step away from reality. It says, I'm sick of this. It could be that they're sick of the argument, they're sick of the pettiness, they're sick of not being in communication with you, or just not being exactly where they want to be at in the relationship and in life in general. It says, I miss you regardless of how things may seem. So like I said, you guys could be in separation. And if you're not, they could probably just miss, the history, or just miss the good times with you all. It says you deserve better and I'm going to give it to you. And they are. Because you are their high priestess, and they, want to be able to become balanced for you in life, in life for you. It says, I hate waiting just as much as you do. And I am doing all of this for us. So like I said, you probably feel as if, they probably feel that you feel as if, they left you out in the cold, and you probably feel as if, they're not mature enough in order to be that king that you want them to be. But they are. They're growing. They're learning. So pile 3, I want to thank you all. This is the end of your reading. And of course, if you did like it, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so we can always stay connected. So you can always, come back and see more videos. Excuse me. And if you want a personal reading, all that information will be in the description box below. Because like I said, when I do my pick a card readings, it's morely I'm channeling multiple people's energies at once. So if you want a more distinctive, descriptive reading for you and your person, I can assist you with that. And I do charge for my personal readings, but they're not as expensive. And yeah, that's the end of your reading. Just make sure that you always try to be patient and gentle with yourself and your journey. All right, love, enjoy your day. Hey, Pile 4, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Lemurian quartz, this is your reading. And I'm going to start off with just overall energy of you and your person. And then we're going to get into the tarot on where the connection is, or how they feel about you in the connection. So you have the golden egg. And your person has the vulture in reverse. So with the golden egg, I'm getting that you are basically, the golden egg represents messages, at the center of the heart. The golden egg is very warm and patient and gentle with their journey in themselves. They take the time to actually heal and evolve and grow. It's more of the spirit. It has every element within itself in order to, embark on their journey. And it's very intimate as well with itself and others. It's very loving and compassionate. And with the vulture, your person could be an air sign. They could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. If not, it could just be very fluent in their chart, or it could just be their overall energy in this connection. But by being in reverse, well, just in general, the vulture is just, they're very misunderstood creatures. They actually provide balance. They're very balanced and wise, and they purify, themselves and others. But by being in reverse, they're very dramatic and aggressive. They overindulge in, either addictions, or just overindulge in unnecessary habits, or they create unnecessary habits or create unnecessary drama within the dynamic. Okay, so I'm gonna get into the tarot of just how they feel about you and just the overall connection. So I do have some where the connection is headed, but I'm going to save that for later. And I have the Page of Cups, the Hermit, the Two of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Lovers, and the Two of Swords. I'm trying to put it to where you can actually see it too. All right. So with the Page of Cups, I am seeing that, they feel that you are, you are their love. You have a very pure, innocent love as well. They want to, and it can also mean that they want to surprise you with, a little love offer. It could be like, a date, or it could just be some sweet messages. They want to surprise you with something. Or they feel as if you're very generous and you create, cute little, ideas in order to keep the relationship young and, youthful and continue to flourish. And with the Hermit could possibly mean that you guys could be in separation, but they're not really concerned about that. I sense, they feel as if the relationship is going to come back together. And they in the Hermit as well can be that they feel as if you're not concerned with, materialistic, flashy things. They probably feel as if, you take pride in just having more inner strength and inner wisdom and evolving yourself as an individual. And it could also mean that they're possibly taking the time out to heal themselves so they can be able to provide you with the best offer possible because they know you deserve it. And you can see that, the Hermit, it has that pinnacle right there. That one pinnacle is symbolic for a new beginning, a new opportunity, building a new foundation, providing you with a solid offer of, foundation of the material world. And it could seem as if, too, they could also feel as if you're probably distracted by your, devices, your phone, or that you're either stalking them, or, they are probably still in contact with you, reaching out, looking at what you're doing. Yeah, and it could just mean, new opportunities for growth and expansion. So you guys can be able to receive, or, them provide you with the lucrative gifts and abundance. And, they want to be able to, they may be a little bit more strategic than you are, with the relationship because they don't want to mess it up because they possibly been hurt in the past before. Or they could think that they may feel as if you're strategic and, you're taking the time out to heal and grow and build up your foundation. And with the Two of Wands, the Two of Wands, they can still be probably a bit indecisive about what route they actually want to take with you. Because, she's looking out into the world, right? Holding this one wand, and you are the world to them. And, that wand is embarking on a new adventure, taking new directions. And they possibly can feel that, that's possibly what you're doing. You're looking out into the yonder, not really focusing on them. And it could just mean that they are waiting to, like I said, waiting to make an offer to you. And with the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups itself, they're very, confident, charming, and compassionate, the romantic. And they want to charge in and offer you this cup of love because they know who you are to them. They love your energy. They love who you are as an individual, as a whole. And they're probably just, inspired to offer you, this cup of love. They're willing and wanting to provide you with everything you deserve, so they're taking the time out, in order to heal. Or it could just be that they feel as if, you know, you're very romantic and charming and loving, and they're not used to that, so it kind of conflicts them in a way because they're not used to your type of innocent love. This could be a twin flame reading, because of the lovers. The lovers, they are divinely guided. This is divine up there that's divinely guiding them, and the creator is making you guys be separated so you could be able to heal within yourself and dig deep and grow and actually learn from mistakes that took place in the past, so you can be able to charge in with each other and provide each other with that proper cup of love. Because this is it was destined for you guys to actually meet. They want to reach new heights with you. They feel you are their divine counterpart, and this relationship, like I said, is divinely ordered. And you are both individually loved, but together you guys are a force to be reckoned with. You provide, that love, that innocence, that emotion, and they provide the logic, the thinking, and the strategies. I don't know if you can see that. I'm sorry. I don't know if you've seen them. Yeah. And then with the Two of Swords, they feel that you may be a bit defensive when it comes to, speaking to them. You probably cut off communication because she's holding the Two of Swords, waiting to, charge with force with it, to strike with it. So they probably think that you might be a little bit defensive, or that you might cuss them out. When they do decide to reach out, it could be just a bit of insecurity. Yeah, and they just feel that you probably refuse to budge about making a decision, or simply just communicating with them. Or that's probably how they feel as well. And with the moon, the moon is indicating that they feel as if you are a goddess. You are of all knowing. So it probably scares them that you do know more than what, I'm saying, they actually tell you. And they probably feel as if, the decision is really in your court on really deciding if you guys are actually going to move forward. So I'm actually going to pull these two cards right here, just where the relationship is headed. So I have the Eight of Pentacles, and I have the Six of Pentacles. All right, so a lot of foundation is taking place. With the Eight of Pentacles, they're willing to put in the hard work, or they feel as if you're willing to put in the hard work to make this relationship work, in order, or just, them to get you back and to keep you, because they want to create a more solid foundation. That's why they're taking the time out to heal themselves from within. Yeah, like I said, they're willing to put in the hard work to get you back. That's the Eight of Pentacles, who's actually sitting down, being strategic and building up their foundation in order to bring you the cup of love that they feel as if that you deserve. And they don't really care how long it's going to take. They're going to continue to pursue you. Or they could just feel as if, that's what you're doing. You're taking the time out in order to, continue to be that lighthearted, innocent person. And you're taking the time out to continue to grow and heal yourself. And you may be a little bit indecisive on what direction you want to do, because of either what you're putting on social media, what you're doing within your life. A lot of assumptions. And you know, they just want to see exactly where your head is at with it. Yeah, but they want to be able to put in the effort to push the relationship forward, no matter how long it will take. And with the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles is about generosity. It's a person who is giving, a person who, you know, wants to put a smile on other people's faces, and that could be, that's how they feel that you are. You're very generous, you're very open, you're very, you know, nostalgic. You know, they want, and it could just mean that they want to be generous with you, and also, you know, be careful with you and with your love, because you are so precious to them. So I'm actually going to get some more advice from my numerology deck. So we got healing. So yeah, that's the Hermit. The Hermit is all about healing and transforming into a new being, you know, being more authentic to yourself. We got leadership, you know, taking the time to do that is a person that shows leadership. We got self-discipline. Yeah, that's the Eight of Pentacles. A person that knows what they need to do and actually put in the action. And we have self-love. That's the same, like I said, as, you know, the Hermit, and as well as the Lovers. Because they said they both took their time out to heal themselves. They're not attached. Because with the devil, they have a chain with each other. They feel as if they're attached and they're not actually truly growing. But with the Lovers, you know, they individually grow and emerge into this beautiful divine energy, and then they come together after they do the healing. And then we have abundance. You guys are filled with abundance. Your abundance is overflowing. You know, your love is overflowing. Everything that you desire, every pinnacle that you want is filled with abundance. Whatever it is that you want, you're going to receive it. And they probably feel as if you are very abundant. You're bringing abundance into their life as well. So I have some more cards, just some more information from, what's this deck? I'm tripping. From my Moonology deck. And then I have, don't let your past hold you back. Yeah, you shouldn't, especially when you're healing. When you're healing, you're forgiving. You continue to push forward and stride, you know, into a new beginning. And, you know, with new beginnings, you don't bring old baggage. And then it says your hard work is paying off. And it says take time to breathe out. Yeah, you probably need to, or you guys both need to take the time out and just take a break, enjoy life, come together, enjoy life, you know, or individually, however it may be. Or they possibly just feel that you need to take a break from working so hard, you know, and actually come into their life and, you know, speak and charge in like that knight that you are, so they can be able to, you know, enjoy this love with you. Because sometimes we try to be so strategic, you know, like the vulture. You try to be so strategic that you just forget about why you're doing it in the first place. You know, sometimes you have to take a break and be like, you know what? I'm sitting here, I'm building my foundation. All right, I know I'm in the process of doing it. So now it's time for me to get my love back. It's time for me to actually go out and get them, because I don't want them with anyone else. And, you know, people sit there and take their whole life to build a foundation and not knowing that they could build it with, you know, another individual. But, you know, take what resonates with you, or whatever you feel is best for you and your dynamic. But if that person is giving you signs to reach out to them, and, you know, that's what you want out of, you know, this is the person that you do want, then you need to, you know, overcome those fears and actually go get your person. Or this is just how they feel about you. They feel as if they want to overcome their fears and reach out to you, you know, and provide you with a new opportunity. And then I have a card from The Universe Has Your Back deck. It says obstacles are detours in the right direction. And they are. We all go through obstacles. We all go through trials in life, because life is about learning. Life is about growing. And All these obstacles is just giving us, the time to actually sit back and go within so we can be able to continue on the right path to where we need to go. Because the knight know exactly where he wants to go. He know who he want to give his love to, and he's going to give it to them. And then we have, I follow the path of the right action. I choose my thoughts to be in alignment with all that is for my highest good and greatest joy. All is well in my world. And it should be. You need to make sure that you understand that the path that you are going is in the right direction and the universe is guiding you. You have to look at the signs. You have to pay attention to those signs and know that the universe is guiding you in the right direction. So I'm actually going to pull from my my Nebula heart deck, just some love messages on what your person wants to say to you that they probably just can't, either because you guys are separated or because they just don't have the courage to tell you. So what does Pals 4 person want to express to them? That wanted to fall and this wanted to fall. What does Pals 4 person want to say to them that they just cannot? How do they feel about their person? What do they want to say to them? So they do want to speak to you. I do sense that because they're popping out like madhouse. And, like I said, it could just be, they probably been through some things in the past, or they probably feel as if you've been hurt in the past before. And, they just want to make sure that they heal and grow and learn for you. Or it could just be that they possibly feel as if you need to heal and learn and grow so you guys can be able to come back together. Just take what resonates with you. Energy is always fluent. And in most cases, too, with twin flames, you guys mirror each other. So you guys are probably, producing the same type of energy. What else does Pal 4 person want to say to them? Oh, that's way too many. I'm going to just use these. I'm actually going to create a future video on what exactly twin flames are and how you can actually identify your twin flame, because some people don't actually know what twin flames are. But just an insight, twin flame is a being who has the same frequency energy as you. It's your divine counterpart, your divine masculine to your divine feminine, or your divine feminine to your divine masculine. And they're here on earth to teach you so you can be able to become your best version of yourself. So what does your person has to say? It says, I am damaged due to past relationships. So yeah, so that could be the reason why they wanted to take the time out to heal, so they can be able to be the best version for you. And it says, your beauty amazes me. And it does. You're so innocent. You're so beautiful. You're so kind. You're so generous. You're everything to them. It says, I like to cook for you. Get in that kitchen and whip. It says, can we please talk again? Yeah, so you possibly cut off communication, or they cut off communication, and, they're waiting, or they're probably contemplating on to call you or to text you. They possibly, press your number so many times, but just never press the dial. Or the text messages, they probably text out so many messages and just deleted it because they're so scared that you're going to reject them, because you have 2 offers they're trying to offer you. You have the Page and you have the Knight. The Page is innocent, but the Knight is a little bit more stronger than the Page. It's closer to the King, so it's more confident than the Page. So they're progressing, I'm seeing, when it comes to them reaching out to you. It's just something is just still holding them back. It says your energy is a natural high to me. It says I called him or her your name. So they could be dealing with another person, and that could be the Two of Wands. You know, they're holding on to you. They're waiting for you, but it could be another, you know, passion, another person that they're dealing with. And if not, you know, just take what resonates with you, because I'm reading for multiples. It says, I love to watch you when you sleep. Oh, they think you're so beautiful. So something significant on a Monday is actually going to transpire or had transpired. And you're probably thinking Monday. It's like 12 months in a year. And it says, your touch speaks to me. So they love it when you're intimate with them. They love how you feel to them. It says, I want to surprise you. And they do. Hello, the Knight of Cups. They want to offer you something. Like I said, it could be a date. It could just be, you know, a cute message. They want to, you know, surprise you with something. It says, I have a lot left that I want to say. And they do. That's why these cards was jumping out. I was taught tough love. Yeah, you have the Vulture. And he's in reverse. You know, they wasn't taught to be gentle like how you were, like the egg. It says, I was stupid. They were stupid for how they treated you. They didn't know exactly who you were to them. It says, I should have gave you more attention. And it could be as well that, you know, they possibly just didn't want to be, they didn't know how to be vulnerable with you. Because they wasn't taught how to be, you know, to show affection and love to another individual. And they probably put so much effort into just their finances that they forgot to actually provide you with the excuse me, with the love that you need. And yeah, my throat is scratchy because we don't have any wands here besides, you know, the defensiveness. So it's probably a lack of communication as well. It says, I'm growing because of you. So you're probably, like I said, they're probably watching your social medias, you know, trying to see, you know, looking at you, or just what took place in the relationship is making them want to grow and evolve and just become a mature individual. Because, you know, they came from the page, or, you know, you both, since you guys are mirroring each other, you both came from the page and you're growing into the Knight. And then it says, will you ever forgive me? So they could have done something that, you know, made you feel as if that, you know, made them feel as if you would never forgive them. It's always been you. Hello? The Lovers. It's always been you, honey. I don't want to live without you. They want you in their life. They want to give you everything. They want to please you. Please forgive me. They are begging here, honey. They are begging. I want you to forgive me for everything that I have done to you. It says, I'm doing this on purpose. So it could mean that they possibly left you because they want to build up their foundation more. Or it could just mean that, you know, they mistreated you on purpose because they wanted to leave you first before you could have left them, because they are scared to open up. It says, I don't deserve you. Lack of money. So, you know, that's possibly why they left as well, is because they felt like they were lacking the financial means. And that's possibly why, you know, you have the Eight of Pentacles, because they're trying to build up their foundation so they can provide you with the best offer possible. And it says, you make me feel like the luckiest person in the world. Okay. Tell them. It says, I want you to come in my mouth. Oh, okay. It says, I'm working on myself. It says, it's a blessing to have you in my life. Yes, they love you. They admire you. They admire you. They enjoy your energy. They enjoy your presence. They just enjoy you in general. Like, you are everything to them. You are their world. It says, you were the only one that that you are the only one there for me, and I know that now. You know, during the separation of them growing and healing, you know, as the hermit, they're actually going back and evaluating everything that took place, and they realize who you are to them. It says, I want to be better for myself so I can be better for you. Exactly what the hermit means. They just want to be better for you, love. In themselves first. Because like I said with the, let me put this back. Excuse me, when I said with the lovers, it's in here somewhere. You know, the lovers is a dynamic to where you have to fill your cup up first individually so you can be able to offer the best love to another person. And it says, I want to be your queen or king, you know, because energy is fluent. But they probably just want to be more, you know, feminine towards you and be more understanding towards you. And it says, I am afraid of fucking up again. And they are afraid of messing up this dynamic because they know exactly who you are. And they just trying to be very strategic and just very logical about this. And it says, I got a reading done on you. And it says, I want you to try and understand me. And I believe that you do. You know, you're probably just not expressing it. But you probably just expect more than what they have been giving you. And you're not, you know, standing for less than. It says, I'm telling my wife about you because I want you. So they could be in another dynamic. And, you know, in most cases, too, wife, husband. It could also just mean somebody, because marriage spiritually is just a person that they have a dynamic with, or just a sexual relation. It doesn't always have to mean physical 3D marriage where you're signing documents. And it says, I want to pull your hair. So they do want to get passionate with you. They do want to have sex with you. You possibly do make them very hard, you know, very stiff. So that's all that I do have for you, Pal 4. I want to thank you, of course, for listening to my reading. And if you do like it, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell so we can always stay connected. And, of course, if you do want a personal reading, I do offer personal readings. And the information will actually be in the description box below. All right, loves. And, of course, always be patient and gentle with yourself and your journey. All right, enjoy your day. Hey, Pal 5, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Ruby, this is your reading. All right, so I'm going to actually start off with the overall energy of you and your person from my animal spirit deck. So your overall energy is the peacock. Your person's overall energy is the hummingbird. So I'm getting that either you both, because they're both air signs. You both could be either Libra, Gemini, or Sagittarius. Or Aquarius, forgive me. Or, you know, it just could be fluent in your chart, or just it's just your overall energy. You know, it's more logical in the relationship right now. So with the peacock is about inner beauty. It's about compassion and love. You know, the peacock extends their beauty from within into the world. You know, you don't hold back any type of resentment. You don't hold on to the past or any past hurt or confusion. You're very confident and kind. Excuse me. And with the hummingbird is very positive. It's very enthusiastic. The hummingbird is very, you know, spiritually resourceful. And they're very energetic and happy and very positive. And they love to learn. So I'm actually going to get into... I'm sorry. No, 4th of July. So I'm actually going to get into my tarot deck. Just my modern tarot, or just where the energy is at with you and how they feel about you, the overall connection. So these are actually where the energy, where the connection is headed. I'm going to save these for later. So first we have the 9 of Wands. We have the 5 of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Everything is fine, which is actually the Ten of Swords. We have the Fool. We have the Hanged Man. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm getting that they probably feel as if you're a bit defensive with the Nine of Wands. Very argumentative, just ready for a fight, you know. They could also feel as if, you know, it's always, you know, arguments and fights in this dynamic. And they could also feel that you're lacking a bit of compassion, you know, just understanding them, and just, you know, just lack of compassion within the relationship in a whole. And with the Five of Wands, there is a lot of bickering and arguments. It's a lot of, and it could also be competition as well. You know, that's actually taking place inside the relationship or situation, or just this dynamic in general. They feel like it's just so much conflict and arguments, and you guys are not on the same page. It could be a lot of disagreements and, like I said, competition. They feel that you just don't listen to their side of the story, because no one's talking, everyone's just fighting. No one's actually listening. And then with the Queen of Pentacles, they also feel that, you know, you are a very ultimate working partner, a partner. And, you know, the Queen of Pentacles, she balances out her home life, and her financial life. And, you know how to take care of home, especially the finances as well. And with that Rabbit right there, with the Rabbit, they may feel as if that you could be a bit sensitive. You could, you know, be overly sensitive about what they say, and that's possibly why there are a lot of arguments. And with the Ten of Swords, they feel either, you know, they hurt you, and you're constantly, you know, going back logically thinking about what took place in the relationship. Or they just feel that, you know, in the relationship there has been a lot of hurt. But when it says everything is fine, you know, the Ten of Swords, you see how she stabbed in the back, how she just stabbed everywhere mentally. She's still looking at her phone, so she's still understanding that there is an opportunity for a new, it's the opportunity for this dynamic to transition. And they could feel as if, you know, you have been very hurt, you know, from this, and this is probably why you are arguing so much with them, or, you know, going back and forth and not actually listening to what they have to say, because you possibly have, you know, in the past. And you can see even with over here with the animal deck, how the peacock is looking forward and the hummingbird is looking at her. It's like you're not even listening to them. And like I said, you know, they know eventually, the pain and arguments will stop eventually, you know. And with the Fool, they want you to just be more open-minded and be more adventurous and really accept them for who they are. They know that you are their companion. That's why that dog is right there. They know you are their companion. They know that they want to be with you. Yeah, and they want you to be more playful and be more spontaneous. Or they, they probably feel as if, that's probably who you are. You are spontaneous. You are very playful and loving. It's just a lot of arguments and mischief and conflict has been taking, place in the relationship. And with the Hangman, you can be very, you may be separated from one another. Individually, you guys are taking the time out or need to take the time out to actually sit down and go within and come up with a better strategy or just better understanding of what you guys want out of this relationship. And just know that it's a reason for you guys to step back so you can look within and actually see from a different perspective, and see it from each other's perspective, because it seems as if there is a lack of understanding. And then, of course, with the tree is symbolic of longevity. So they do want to establish a long-term stability with you. And with the four, the four is about, transitioning. The four is about change as well. The four is about a new beginning, an understanding of a new beginning. And it could just mean that, with the Wheel of Fortune, there are many cycles that will take place or have taken place, and they understand that, because, they understand who you are to them. And at times, we may not know why things are actually happening at first, but in most cases, it is for a good reason. It's a reason for you guys to actually separate and move forward and transition. And it could just be that that's what they feel as if they want to do. They want to be able to, they probably want to leave the relationship so they can be able to, take a break from the arguments and push forward, so you guys could actually probably come back around. And it could also mean, with the Wheel of Fortune, that they're probably waiting on a sign from the universe in order to be able to come back to you. Just waiting for destiny to bring you guys back together. So let me pull and see where this dynamic is actually headed. So we have the Hierophant. And we have the Eight of Swords. So with the Hierophant, they will learn from the past. They will learn, or they feel as if you will learn from this dynamic and just the mistakes that actually took place in the relationship. And that's what they want to do as well. They know you are wise, and they know you are all-knowing. And you're probably just trying to help them. Or they just trying to help you in order to grow and evolve. Because you guys both have the key to each other's hearts. You guys love each other, but it's just not enough communication, proper, mature communication in the relationship. It's just a lot of bickering back and forth, and no one's truly listening to each other. And it could mean that either two, you guys are probably arguing about money, about finances as well. But with the Eight of Swords, they know, they have made a mistake in the past. And, they just want to be able to break loose from this bondage. Because these ropes are not actually as tight as they may seem. So they can always step away from the situation, the conflict. They can always remove themselves from that. That cup of love has spilled. They're kind of torn emotionally. It's spilled over. But, they're not really paying attention, or they feel as if you're not paying attention to their emotions. And all you want to do is bicker and argue with them. Yeah, and they just want to have a more open, honest communication with you, to be able to better the relationship. And like I said, they may still feel trapped in their own thoughts, because that's what swords are. Swords are of, the logic is air, which is basically both of your signs. You guys are lacking communication. And they could still just feel, trapped in their thoughts, or just, constantly thinking about what they did to you. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing. Or and as well, they probably feel as if, you guys possibly need some type of counseling. Or you probably feel as if you guys need some type of counseling in order to continue to strive forward. Or you guys can be in counseling right now from someone that's actually going to provide you with the wisdom that you guys need in order to actually transition. So that's what I'm getting from the tarot. I'm actually going to pull from my numerology deck. Just some more advice, some more information. Pride, yes, that's where the arguments. It's a lot of pride in the way. Patience, spirituality, and parenting. Okay. So it could be just a lot of arguments either about the children, or it could be about, any type of mother or father of the children. Your pride. It's a lot of pride within this dynamic. You guys need to put those wands down. Because even though wands can mean action, but when it's used, in a negative way, it can turn into pride and can truly hurt you. You guys can truly hurt each other emotionally, physically, spiritually. And that's where the 10 of swords come into play. That's a lot of, damage to someone's confidence, damage to someone's ego. And you guys just need to be patient with the process and patient with each other. You could also feel that this person, or they could feel that you're a bit immature, because the Fool can be, they're very, adventurous, but in most cases you see they're not even paying attention to, where they're leaping. So they could probably feel as if, you're a bit, reckless at times. And spirituality is probably time for you guys to actually heal and grow within yourself and actually dig deep. And it can also mean as well that you guys could either be arguing about spiritual beliefs, or it could just be that you guys need to take the time out and actually grow and heal with each other, separately as well, and find yourselves, because that's what spirituality is about. It's about finding yourself, becoming more authentic with who you are, and actually going within and being honest. And parenting, you guys could either, like I said, have children, or it could be an argument because either you want to have children and they don't, or, vice versa. Or it could just be children in general is the reason why you guys are arguing. This could be the mother or father of your child, or they could have children outside of you. So then I have some more from my Moonology deck. It says the end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, it's coming to an end. It's transitioning. It says meditate and contemplate. Yeah, spirituality. You guys need to take the time out and meditate. Take the time out to grow. Because, that's the yin and yang right there. You guys can be divine counterparts with, amongst each other. So you guys need to take the time out and dig more deep and actually heal from what actually took place in the past. Because for you guys to start in with arguments, you guys must have been arguing and bickering back and forth for quite some time now. And it could be that either, you broke up with this person because they possibly was dealing with the mother or father of their child. And that's probably why the dynamic, you guys are probably bickering. They're not letting that go. They're not letting go of what they did to you in the past. Alright. So it says the answers you need are coming. But it was actually reversed, actually. It says the answers you need are coming. So that means that the answers are already here. Everything that you need is already in your face. And you're just not looking at it because you're just so ready to fight. You're just so ready to charge at this person with everything that you have. And not understanding that you already know what you need in order to move forward. And then I have a card from the Universe Has Your Back deck. Just more information, just more insight and some wisdom words, some wise words from the universe. It says, when I am in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. Which is true. When you're more balanced, you won't allow people to mess up your mood, or, come in and try to, take you out of this pinnacle, take you out of this queen element. You won't allow the person to get you out. We don't do that. We don't bicker. We find logical ways. We find more gentle ways, because that's what the peacock is. Its beauty is gentle. It's wise. It's elegant. They find more, calmer ways in order to communicate how they truly feel. And I have a card from my Heart's Thought deck. It says, my wisdom and understanding of spirit increases, and I express more fully each day the inner beauty and strength of my true being. And you do. And that's possibly what you need to do, is embark on a more spiritual journey, so you'll be able to, forgive and let go of what took place in the past. And especially if this is the person that you want to be with, you have to let that stuff go. Forgive that person. And if you can't forgive that person, you need to dig deep and figure out why it's so hard for you to let that go. And if it is just so tremendously hard for you, and you just feel like you just cannot be with this person, you need to let that person go so they can be able to transition their life and go somewhere else. So I'm actually going to pull from my Nebula heart deck that I've created just some messages on what they want to say to you that they just can't seem to express, because it is so much arguments going on. Just some love messages to lighten up the mood. So what does Pal 5 person want to express to them? What does Pal 5's person want to express to them? What does Pal's 5 that's wanted to come out? What does Pal 5 person want to express to them? What does Pal 5 person want to express to them? What does Pal 5 person want to express to them? I'm going to pull some from this other side. What does Pal 5... Okay, what does Pal 5... Oh, I have a lot to say. Okay. What does Pal 5 person want to express to them? I'm going to drop these. Yeah, you guys just need to let that drama go. Let those past hurts go. And especially if you do love this person, a lot of times people do make mistakes, because we are all here to learn. We are all here to grow. And, in most cases, people don't really know who you are to them until after you leave them. And also, at times people tend to do things that they're unconsciously are aware of, out of fear or just being very impulsive. And, it takes the consequences. It takes, what you show them. Oh, yeah, I messed up. Now, how can I fix this? And it's possibly what they're trying to do. They're probably trying to fix your dynamic, but you're not allowing them to. It says, I would never hurt you again. So they learned their mistakes. How could I hurt someone so beautiful? You are beautiful. You are the queen. So something significant in August could happen or will happen or had happened. I was stupid. Yes, they was, honey. It says, I am not interested in you anymore. So it could be, they are indecisive, just because you're probably not showing them what they want. So they probably go back and forth with that just to, show their heart. It says, I am not used to the love you gave me. Yeah, like I said, the love that you gave them, they're not used to it. So they messed it up and they're very sorry about that. It says, I love it when you ride me slow. Okay. It says, your love is as deep as the ocean. They love you. They know you're very nurturing. They know you're very kind. They know you're very beautiful. And this one says, I have a baby on the way. So this could be the reason why you guys have been bickering, going back and forth. And it says, I never cheated on you. So like I said, I'm reading for multiple people. So just take what resonates with you. You should know if this person got a baby on the way. It says, I have been spying on you. So they could have been spying on your social medias. It says, I miss your kisses. my heart beats so fast when I see you. So you still get them butterflies, you still get them chills, you know. They still, you know, feel, they probably are a bit insecure because you are the queen. It says your love is my medicine for my hatred and anger. I am telling you my secret soon. Will you reject me? So that could be about the baby situation. They probably, you know, you probably found out that they probably was messing with their baby moms or baby dads, you know, and they got a baby on the way and they're just afraid to tell you that. It says, I want to trust you with my heart. And it says, you're all I think about. You're constantly on their mind. You're constantly flooding. That's probably why they have the Ten of Swords too. You know, you're constantly on their mind. And it could be, you know, as well with the Eight of Swords. You know, you're filling them up and they just feel as if they just can't remove themselves from it. It says, I am reminded of you constantly. Yeah, you're constantly on their mind. It says, I lied to you. That's possibly the secret. It says, I miss your scent. It says, I'm going to buy you a house. It says, I've been seeing someone else. So this could be, you know, you guys been separated. If you are separated, you know, they have been seeing someone else. And or just something that transpired in the connection. Or they could just feel that you've been seeing someone else too. It says, what if I am not good enough for you? Like I said, they could be a bit insecure. It says, I want to surprise you. So they do want to surprise you with a gift. They do want to provide you with an offer. It says, I should have chosen you. So it could be that they, you know, decided to cheat or whatever and decided to, you know, like I said, deal with someone else. Or it could have been the mother or father of their child and they should have chosen you. They finally see that now. It says, you will never lose me. So basically they're saying, you know, you will never lose me. You know, even if we're not together, I will always be there for you. It says, I am afraid of commitment. Yeah, so it could just be some things in their life, you know, that's making them feel as if, you know, they can't commit to you. Someone possibly never showed them how to truly love. Alright, Pal 5, this is the end of your reading. And of course, if you liked it, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. And also, just comment down below just some insight or if you want to see another reading. And as well, if you do want a personal reading, I do personal readings. In the description, it will actually be information in the description box below. And always, Pal 5, just be more gentle and patient with yourself and your journey. All right, love. Enjoy your day.